A warm welcome everyone, my name is Nick and we're in alien territory on the Commodore Amiga. We're reviewing Alien Storm, yeah, woo! Published by US Gold in 1991. I've already reviewed this game on the ZX Spectrum, and it's a bit of a monochrome affair. The Spectrum is taking on a bit too much. And I also reviewed it on the PlayStation 3, the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection no less, because it's based on a game from the arcades by Sega in 1990. Now it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, a bit in the style of Golden Axe, as we select one of 3 playable characters. Except this time an homicidal alien race is attacking the Earth, and our Special Forces team, consisting of those 3 people, or the Alien Busters, must save the day. So, Mission 1, aliens are in the city, only you can save the people. So let's not mess up here. We picked Gordon because he's got a really fierce name. So let's see how this conversion goes. Conversions by US Gold on the Amiga in particular quite often are complete pants. Right, okay, let's go through. How do you make this thing jump? Okay, well there's no music, we've got sound effects, the animation is not good. Okay, maybe it'll get better a bit further on. Yeah, this is awkward. Now do look at my review of this on the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection on the PlayStation 3, so you've got a comparison, because that's a lot nearer the arcades than this thing. If we lose all our lives, I have got a few continues. Now, those batteries are extra energy, I believe. Okay, so there's 3 types of aliens. This splodgy thing, those lava sort of like cakes on the floor, and those snail things that hide underneath dustbins. I'm not enjoying this so far. Wow, this is poor. Okay, yeah, I'm a bit lost for words here. I'm not sure. Right, if you get surrounded by people, a bit like Golden Axe, you have to get out the way quickly. Golden Axe on the Commodore Amiga is a brilliant game, much better than this. I don't know what's going on here. We'll see if the gameplay varies as we go through, but this is a pain to play. I'm not enjoying this so far. Right, we've lost all our lives. Now, if you get into trouble, there's a few continues, but by hitting the space bar, it is like a special super weapon, which will generally kill everything on the screen. I think it costs you a bit of energy or lives. As soon as that's down to 0, of course, you're dead. So use that sparingly. I don't think I'll be completing the game here. Now, at the end of various stages, there are mini-games, shooting galleries. That was great fun on the PlayStation 3 version, and indeed the arcades. It wasn't too bad on the ZX Spectrum, although a little bit quiet. We'll see how it works here, but this is really underperforming compared to what the Commodore Amiga could do. If I bought this back in the day, I think I would have been very disappointed. Right, very measly sound effects. Right, so energy's on maximum, life's not looking too clever. Probably a bit easier on 2 players. On this version you can do a maximum of 2 players, but in the arcades you could do 3, which was pretty exciting stuff. But you probably need more than 1 player in case you get surrounded. Very odd tactics, these things coming at you. The computer AI isn't great, but you know. Not easy to jump. You have to hold the fire button down and point in a direction to get him to leap. I don't know if any of the other characters would be a bit easier to control. Is that me gone already? Right, continue again. We might have to do some special powers. Here we go. Right, that's worked. I don't know if that's a bit of a waste, but that's wasted a bit of energy. Right. We have to use the energy a bit more than we are doing, I think. Beep, 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 go! There's not too many good sideways scroller shooter or beat 'em ups on the Commodore Amiga. I think Shadow Warriors, I think I reviewed, or Shadow Dancers. I'll get those 2 mixed up. But my favourite one is Golden Axe by quite a distance. Boom. Final fight isn't overly bad, although the graphics are a bit big for the screen. Right, okay, mini game. I think we're shooting things in a supermarket here. Get ready. Music is a bit juttery. Right, so kill everything in this shop. They're all shoplifting and they must be killed. They will, the aliens will fire at you and you will take damage if it goes too far. Already I want to turn this game off. Yeah, it's lacking here. It is lacking. Let's just do this thing, get through here and get out of here. There is a lot of bad conversions on the Commodore Amiga, mainly US Gold to blame, which is quite sad really, because they didn't need to be bad. Outrun's probably the worst conversion I've seen. If you look at Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on the Amiga as well, you can see what Outrun could have been like if they'd taken a bit more time. But anyway, a quick conversion, trying to make money quickly. Yeah, the Amiga didn't deserve that treatment. It was a cracking machine. But you do get a lot of disparity between the good games and the rubbish ones. It is quite poor. It is quite poor. My hand's hurting here. It's not fluid controlling. The music is bad as well. It's very uninspiring. US Gold 1991, based on the arcade version from 1990. Graphics could be a lot better, and I have to say the gameplay and graphics are very uninspiring. But anyway, we're going to Downtown. The panic is widespread. Is it the aliens or is it the game itself? If aliens attack now, I'd probably be grateful. You don't have to agree with me, of course. If you had this back in the day and you absolutely loved it, then let me know. If I did have this game as a kid, aged about 12, 13, I probably would have got quite a bit of play out of it because I didn't know no better. But as you get older, the more games that you review or play, certainly once you start getting into the thousands, you get a bit of an idea of what the systems are capable of. You might be in that area, you might not be. But, you know, I might be being a bit too harsh on this one, that said. But, you know, it's not great. It's not great. There are worse games on the Commodore, that computer, and the Commodore Amiga as well, and the Commodore. But, you know, you'd have to go looking for it a bit. What's your least favourite beat-em-up that you can think of on the Commodore Amiga? Have I reviewed it already? Is that yet to come? Hurrah! Go! We've turned into a woman, if you haven't noticed, which happened to Doctor Who once, so we're in good company. Well, it's going to happen to Doctor Who at time of recording. December, the Christmas special, I think, because I suddenly managed to do a jump. Now, those big blobby aliens, they're exactly the same, but they've turned blue this time. Maybe they're a new species. Let's be honest with you. If these things attack the Earth, I think we'd kill them pretty quickly. We'd run them over in a big truck. Is that it? Is that it? Or we'll harpoon them or throw salt on them. They'll probably dissolve. Right, we've picked Scooter now. He's got a big whip thing. So we've used up all 3 members of the amazing Alien Busters team as we go and kill this jam tart. Boom, and it explodes into flame. Come on, Scooter. Wow, he's the worst animated of them all. Robocop or Cyborg, he is not. Can't take on 2 at the same time. Right. There we go, that's our special power. Beep, 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 beep. Between each level, as I mentioned there are different shooting galleries to do. But looking at, I've got no credits left after this one, so it might be game over soon. But I think I've shown you enough, really, for you to get an idea whether you'd like this game or whether you not like this game. Tell me honestly what you think, good or bad below. I always like hearing from you. But yeah, if I bought this for Christmas and nothing else, I would be very disappointed. See, music. There's no reason why they couldn't do music throughout the whole game. The computer isn't really doing much else, to be honest with you. Like mini stage. Is it a shooting gallery? I think it might be. Once it loads. Oh no, it's one of these running bits. This is, well, it's quite cool in the other versions. We must avoid everything. There's basically 3 lanes we can run in here. But shoot stuff, avoid stuff. And then I think we do a big jump at the end. Whether the Amiga is going to be bothered to do that. The scenery's moving past quite quickly. Originally you think that's quite clever, but look at it. It's the same scenery going past each time. Literally it is about a screen going across. There's no variety in that whatsoever. Lots of frames missing here. It's a very juddery experience. Could do without having about twice as many frames, I think. Have a look at Golden Axe on the Commodore Amiga and you'll soon see that, yeah, this is very lazy by US Gold. Oh, we got to the end. They didn't do a big jump. What a surprise. Alien Storm. Well, substitute alien for another word and it's probably a more accurate name for the game. Yes, you guessed it. Anyway, let's move on as we kill this snail that's hid under a mailbox or a dustbin. That's not fooling anybody. Attacked by a giant snail. That's probably the worst things ever. How did this mob ever design a spaceship to come and attack us? If aliens were attacking the Earth, probably a better way would be just to fire an asteroid at us, or put a big magnifying glass in front of the sun so we all burned. There's no point of sending all your snails in to attack. That just seems a waste of time. So, life is that small red bit left. Death is imminent. It might be a blessing release, and not too much energy either. Right, go on, Scooter. A really advanced robot with a whip. That makes sense to no one. He probably would have been better with a big blaster gun. Imagine the sort of things that a cyborg robot could have had. And he's just got this whip thing. Might be good in the Grand National, but when it's coming up to alien storm things, then it's severely lacking. And we've used up all our credits. Wasn't that a fun ride of despair? Here we go. As Scooter the droid gets judged by Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe and some other twits. What were the scores? We do not know. I cannot read them, but the overall score is 251. What does that even mean? Well, I hope you enjoyed having a look at that. A lot more than I enjoyed playing it. It's not one of my favourites by a long shot. But as you might have noticed, that is the game Alien Storm on the Commodore Amiga, published by US Gold from 1991 and converted from the arcade cabinet by Sega in 1990. Thanks for watching that one as always. If you've got any comments about this game, your favourite and least favourite fighters on the Amiga or any other systems, then let me know. I love hearing from you. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.